It's been a warm and seasonable day here in New England, and things are really going to heat up on the inside. We are live from the Chase Center in Smithfield, Rhode Island, and this is Northeast Conference Basketball on ESPN3. Tonight, it's the NEC Women's Semifinals with the Robert Morris Colonials taking on the Bryant Bulldogs. Hi again, everybody. Paul Dottino with Pam Roker. Glad you could join us for primetime action here in the NEC. Now, Robert Morris and Bryant were talking about the second and third seeds in the tournament. Robert Morris last won the title in 2014. Bryant has never won the NEC crown.
It's turned into a great rivalry. Both these teams with the identical 18-12 records, but incentive on the line for the Bulldogs. Robert Morris has eliminated Bryant the last 2 years in this very round. And when you talk about tradition, 5 titles in program history for Robert Morris. The Bryant Bulldogs still trying to earn their first trip to the championship game. Coach Mary Burke says, we've earned this moment, now we need to seize it.
Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on your auto insurance. Visit geico.com. Pam, who are tonight's 2 key players to watch?
Boy, for Coach Sal Biscaglia Jr., Anna-Niki Stamolamprou is one of the best guards in the league. She's a NEC second teamer, but this young lady does it all. She leads the Colonials in scoring and assists. She defends the other team's first player. According to Coach Sal, she's given up a lot of her scoring to really improve her leadership and her all-around game. She's going to need to have a big one tonight. And for the Bulldogs, senior Brianna Rucker. She was the defending player of the year. She's a first-teamer all this year. All the young lady's done is led the NEC with 20 double-doubles this year, 1,000-point scorer, 1,000-point rebounder. And how about this, Paul? Coach Mary Burke said, hey, in the great tradition of this program, 25 years Mary Burke's been the head coach. Brianna Rucker, best player to ever wear the uniform.
Northeast Conference Basketball is brought to you by Choice Hotels International, the official hotel partner of the NEC. And by Bear, science for a better life. And by Energy Home Solar, renewable energy sponsor of the 2016 NEC Basketball Tournament. And tonight's officials are Kathy Lonergan, Kevin Ruland, and Pastor Torres. Robert Morris is dressed in their road navy blues with red and white trim. The Bulldogs in their home golden yellows. And Pam, this crowd is really itching for a basketball game.
Tell you what, it's going to be a good one. Paul, 2 of the best offensive scoring teams. Robert Morris has been on a tear on the defensive end as well.
Rucker tips against Mulrain, and it's Bulldog basketball to start things off.
Good look at the Robert Morris Colonial defense. They have great versatility. They're able to switch at the number 1 through 4 position. We'll see a lot of exchanging tonight against the Bulldog movement.
5 seconds to shoot. Off the floor. Bailey doesn't get it. And the putback by Brianna Rucker.
Well, Brianna Rucker, just one of the best offensive rebounders, certainly in NEC history. It's a nose for the basketball. It's a relentless pursuit. Good start for the senior star.
Over 1,000 rebounds in her career, 4th all time with the Bryant Bulldogs since they went to Division I. Natalie down low, intercepted, back the other way comes Bryant.
Great recognition by Klein.
To the basket, and Palmer loses the ball underneath. You talk about the Colonials defense, they're number 1 in the conference, only giving up 59 points a game, Pam. And the Bulldogs are number 2 in offense at 68 points a game.
Well, it's going to be a chess match with that. We talk about Robert Morris being hot defensively. Over the last 4 games, including their quarterfinal win against FDU, they've only given up 51 points a game, Paul. So Coach Biscaglia really happy with his team's effort on that defensive end of the court.
Klein turns it over on the travel. The Bulldogs, by the way, 4th in the NEC in defense at 64 a game, in case you're wondering. Happens to be the same number that the Colonials score on offense. They are 5th in the conference. Stamolamprou misfires. Klein comes down with the rebound. Temperatures in the 70s in the Northeast, and I think the building is already heated up. And Klein is charged with the foul.
Well, Megan Smith does a great job with that. She gets great position. It was a good, strong move by Klein. Here's another look at it. It's a square up. Klein lowers the shoulder. I think it's a good call by the officials.
That was our first whistle of the ball game. Just about 2 minutes into the opening period of play. It's the Northeast Conference semifinals.
So many threats on the floor offensively for the Colonials.
That's Ashley Ravelli. The cutter is Madeline. And Stamolamprou doesn't get the two. Kiki Palmer the other way for the Bulldogs. She pushes, leaves the ball on the floor. And it's picked up by Rucker.
That is Bulldog basketball. They want to limit you to one shot. Coach Biscaglia talked about we want to limit their runouts. That was a good transition defensive effort by Robert Morris.
Klein off the feed from Rucker is fouled, and she will get 2 free throws. You can't let her get the ball that close to the basket.
Well, she's got great size. She's really come into her own. Rucker is going to certainly draw the attention when she puts it on the floor. Coach Burke talked about Brianna Rucker seeing double and triple teams her entire career, but she's an unselfish player, so it's a good look to Klein.
The mismatch was on Ashley Ravelli, who picked up the foul, and so Klein at 77% on the season connects on the first free throw, averaging just over 8 points per ball game. Klein knocks down both.
You know, Coach Burke talking about this game, she said we really had some life lessons last year in this semifinal where Robert Morris came in here and defeated a really hot Bryant team. She said we came out nervous, a little bit tight. Looks like a good start early in this first quarter for Bryant tonight.
Behind the arc, that's Ravelli. Her three is short. Mulrain rejected by Olender. But Robert Morris has another opportunity.
Yeah, great size out of both of these teams. 6'3" is pretty good size in the Northeast Conference. Good block by Olender, good job by Mulrain staying in the play.
Stamolamprou tried to get it down low from Mulrain, and the errant pass comes the other way for the Bulldogs. That is Rutgers' three. Too strong, ripped down by Ravelli.
Yeah, Rutgers starts at the 3 now. We'll talk about that move due to some injuries on the Bryant squad. Brianna Rucker able to really play the 3, 4, and 5. Definitely has three-point range. That's a good shot.
Madeley thought about the 3, then indeed pops and gets the roll.
Lou Madeley, that's one of the seniors Coach Sal talked so highly about. The young lady's healthy. She's had 2 ACLs over her career. Finally feeling better, moving better, playing with a lot of confidence. That time, good shot selection and good touch.
She shoots threes at 30%, does Madeley, and her basket makes it a 4-3 ball game. Under 10 seconds to shoot for the Bulldogs. This is Kiki Palmer. That's NBA range.
Oh, and the freshman point guard. It's an interesting matchup at that point guard position. Freshman Kiki Palmer against the veteran Ashley Ravelli. Palmer, really great game for the Bulldogs in the quarterfinals. 16 points, 6 assists. Very important that she gets off to a good start.
And Ravelli answers with another 3 of her own.
Well, and that's not going to be a good defensive start. You can't go behind a screen with Ravelli or Stamolamprou.
And Bryant has a 7-6 lead. Palmer, by the way, a member of the All-NEC rookie team this season at over 5 points a game and second in the league with 4 assists. As Alex Klein drops in her first field goal, she has 4.
Good move. Looked like Megan Smith had position.
That's Stamolamprou. She is so unselfish, sometimes to a fault. We've got 4:56 left in the first quarter. Bryant with a 9-6 lead over Robert Morris. We got a good one in store, so stick around.
Life in the Northeast Conference is about much more than wins and losses. In fact, it extends far beyond sports. It's about how we connect. Connecting with our campus community while serving our local community. Connecting our classroom inspiration with our career aspirations. In the Northeast Conference, we strive to make a difference, to be the difference. We are driven, determined, and focused. We know no boundaries, only connections. We are the Northeast Conference. Connect with us.
What if there was a university where you could get the best of both worlds, business and liberal arts? The Bryant education certainly prepares students to be successful in the global marketplace. They have the skills to succeed in business, as well as the communication skills and the analytical skills that really stem from a strong liberal arts background. Our students find that in the real world, their business administration minor serves them well and helps them be very successful in their chosen profession.
Nicaragua. We were there to bring nursing care to some desperate people.
At Robert Morris University, every student is expected to reach out to others.
That's where I met David and his trumpet, his most prized possession. I get back home and learn someone stole it. So next trip back, we gave him a new one. The look on his face said he'd never forget us.
Change someone's life. It changes yours forever. Robert Morris University.
Fans, you can now follow the Northeast Conference on all your favorite social networking sites and NEC Sports. Get exclusive content and interact with the NEC on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and Google+. Also, be sure to check out the NEC's official website at northeastconference.org. The website features all the latest news and notes from around the league, as well as a link to the NEC's official web store. It's the NEC semifinals presented by Energy Home Solar. Paul Tatino, Pam Rooker with you. Bryant basketball with a 9-6 lead. The quick shot underneath by Bailey doesn't go. The follow, no. This is Klein fighting for the rebound with Ravelli. And if they're going to be a jump ball, possession arrow favors Robert Morris.
Bryant basketball, they do such a great job on the boards. They lead the NEC in every rebounding category. Robert Morris is going to have to talk about limiting the Bulldogs to one shot. They're going to have to get them off of the glass and limit those second chance opportunities.
Bryant with 41 rebounds a game, Pam. They are tough on the glass. That's Ravelli for Warmack, who just checked in. Her turnaround, air ball, ripped down by Rucker.
And they're tough at every position rebounding the ball. It's a total team effort.
That's Palmer. And Ravelli with the steal.
Great hands by Ravelli.
Up top it goes for Megan Smith. And the jumper by Warmack does not fall. Nice save by Warmack, but the Bulldogs come away with the basketball. That's Brianna Rucker underneath. Doesn't get it. And Stamolamprou grabs it.
Yeah, credit Megan Smith for getting back in the play.
Stamolamprou was fouled before she made the move.
Good look at Anna-Niki Stamolamprou. Has that international flair, very creative with the basketball. Has one of the best hesitation crossover moves. You can see her set it up. She changes speed. And if you don't stop her, Paul, she's going to go right to the rim.
Junior out of Greece was a second-team All-NEC pick this season. 9th in the league at nearly 14 points a game. It's a new shot clock for the Colonials, coming up on 3.5 to go in the first quarter. Up, under, and through from Megan Smith.
It's a big step. The Bryant bench looking for a travel.
It's a 9-8 ball game. The winner goes to the NEC Championship game. And a chance to go to the big dance Sunday, March 13th on ESPNU at 3 o'clock. And Stamolamprou cutting off the baseline against Bailey. She gets charged with the foul.
You know, both of these coaches talked about being ready for the big moment. The Colonials had a lot of confidence coming into Bryant's gym based on the success they've had, eliminating Bryant the last 2 years in the semifinals. But Mary Burke said her squad is ready. This is one of their goals, be ready for the big games, for those big moments. But it's a good start for both teams, Paul, in such a big game.
Ravelli went for the steal, didn't get it. That's Kiki Palmer to the basket. Pulled in by Ravelli. By the way, Stamolamprou picked up her first foul and the team's second. The Colonials confident anyway. They've won 7 in a row. And the confidence is brimming as Megan Smith hits a 3.
Megan Smith. Coach Sal calls her a stretch 4. She definitely has that range. One of the most physical players in the league. She's got a nice stroke from beyond the arc.
Hits threes at 30%, has 5 points tonight. That is Palmer's 3, pulled down by Navarro. And Robert Morris brings it into the forecourt with an 11-9 lead. Stamolamprou, too strong. Palmer the rebound.
Robert Morris doing an excellent job early in this game, not giving any transition, easy baskets up. Bryant would much prefer to play in the open court ball.
Rucker.
So Brianna Rucker's just going to take what you give her.
Second bucket for 4. Rucker with over 1,300 career points with the Bulldogs. She has been incredible, coming back from a torn ACL, the senior out of Cincinnati, Ohio. The spin, the up, the under, doesn't go for Mulrain, and a whistle on the loose ball as Rucker comes away.
Mulrain showing some creativity in the low post. She got great position, unable to finish, but she's done a nice job, only a sophomore.
Foul is on Mulrain herself.
Yeah, I was going to say the Colonial staff so high on that young lady and her future with the program.
Third team foul on Robert Morris. That's Ramcharan now, number 21, running the point as Parker takes a seat. Palmer does. And Ravelli with the steal.
Great rotation defense. Coach Sal said we're really trusting each other on the court. That time, good team defense.
Back tipped by Mulrain, but a loose ball foul. She will pick up her second. And the team's fourth. Substitutions for both sides with 1:06 left in the first quarter. We are tied at 11.
The Colonials have great depth. Paul, there's a good look at Coach Sal.
13th season with the program, 3 NEC titles. He'll be retiring at the end of this season, however long that run goes, with more than 700 career victories, over 38 seasons with 4 schools. Ravelli the rebound, and a loose ball foul on the Bryant Bulldogs.
Over 400 wins at the Division I level, but Coach Sal, as you mentioned, 38 years, so proud of the program he's helped build at Robert Morris. The first title in Robert Morris history. Let me just go to the notes. You want to be accurate on that. 1988. That was pre-NCAA tournament, though.
Haley Connors picked up the foul. Third team foul on Bryant. Under 30 seconds left in the quarter. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Up, under, and through by Janae Brown.
Well, Coach Sal said she's lightning quick. That time really just kept her dribble alive.
10 seconds left in the period. Ramcharan goes glass and knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Jocelyn Jones. It will be Bryant Bulldog basketball with 6.3 seconds left in the first period. They are down by 2, and Ramcharan will trigger along the baseline. Looking, gets it in. Connors into the paint, and we get a whistle with 4 seconds left in the quarter.
Connors having a great rookie season for the Bulldogs. That time got a little bit bailed out. The pass she was trying to make was just not there. Robert Morris doing a great job rotating defensively. Anytime there's dribble penetration, Paul, you see the 4 blue shirts.
The officials are trying to figure out who they call the foul on. There was some confusion. We do know it was against the Colonials. And now they will charge it to Rebecca Navarro. That is her first and the team's 5th. To the free throw line, Haley Connors knocks down the first at 67% on the season. 8 of 12 coming into tonight.
We'll talk about this freshman more, but has had to really step up with some injuries to 2 of the key seniors for Bryant.
Mulrain does not beat the buzzer. Ball goes awry anyway. And we've got 1 quarter in the books in the NEC semifinals, where the Bryant Bulldogs are trailing the Robert Morris Colonials 13-12. More Northeast Conference tournament action after this.
We can save our company money by using these remanufactured toner cartridges.
Sir, these printed documents are sent to our customers. They're the lifeline of our business, and 1 out of 3 used cartridges fail.
So?
Would you trust your life with those odds?
We're fresh out of genuine parachutes. Here, use this remanufactured one.
On second thought.
Order the real thing from WB Mason, an HP preferred partner.
Who but WB Mason?
Cheer for the stumbles. The he shoulda had that's. And the tears that linger. For in those moments, greatness lies. There you will find the provoked, the determined, the unified. It's in those moments that champions are born.
You're a Northeast Conference fan. You want the world to know it. And there's only one place for you to gear up. NEC.teamfanshop.com. You'll find an awesome selection of over 1,100 items, including polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. Decorate your home, your office, or even your car with the best selection of NEC team gear anywhere. You'll also find great customer service, 365-day hassle-free returns, and fast shipping. So show the world you're a Northeast Conference fan. Head to NEC.teamfanshop.com.
Hey, New York. I'm Bill Walton with NRG Home Solar. Are you tired of paying ridiculously high electricity bills every month? Well, now you can throw those bills down, way down. With NRG Home Solar, you can get solar on your home for $0 out of pocket with free installation, and NRG Home Solar takes care of all the maintenance. This is the biggest no-brainer in the history of the world. The future, sunshine, solar power. Let's go. Call us today or visit us online at nrghomesolar.com to see if you qualify.
Precise timing, accuracy, and power of elite student athletes will be on display. The sights, the sounds, the intensity of an NCAA championship. It all comes down to this moment, and the winner takes it all. Be there to share the experience with your family and friends. The 2016 National Collegiate Women's Bowling Championship, April 14th through the 16th at the Brunswick Zone Carolier in North Brunswick, New Jersey. Tickets are on sale now. Visit ncaa.com/tickets to secure your championship experience today.
It's time for the Campus Spotlight, powered by Energy Home Solar. We turn to Bryant students who are high achievers. 16% compete as student athletes. 14% challenge themselves as Bryant's rigorous honors program is a bit difficult. 100% complete both a major and a minor. And 30% graduate with a double or triple concentration. Good stuff here at Bryant University. As we open the second quarter, Robert Morris has a 1-point lead here in the NEC semifinals. Meanwhile, in Connecticut, Sacred Heart is handing it to St. Francis U 30-12 in that ball game. The Pioneers are the #1 seed as the steal is for Janae Brown.
#1 seed, and with the Player of the Year, Hannah Kimmel.
And the steal on the other side by Alex Klein. The two winners tonight will meet on Sunday afternoon in the NEC final. This is Klein backing in, turning, spinning, No good. Jones the rebound. Underneath, up, under, and through as Warmack has her first field goal.
Great low post fundamentals out of the Colonials. Interior players. Great use of the up and under.
That's Olander for 3, in and out, tipped up and controlled by Navarro.
Yeah, and Robert Moore is starting to assert themselves on the defensive glass.
Olander is one of the bigs who can shoot a 3, 6 of 15 from downtown this season. That's Brown for Stamolamprou. Drives to the basket, nice move, but cannot finish, and Rucker has the rebound.
Anna-Niki had the chance to turn the corner. Kiki Palmer caught a break. She went underneath the screen against Stamolamprou. Second best three-point shooter in Robert Moore's history, has a chance to take over that #1 spot tonight with 3 3-pointers, so you have to go over the top.
Olander doesn't convert, and the ball's knocked out of bounds by the Colonials. And the Bulldogs will get a whole nother possession as Bailey comes in to replace Connors. There you get a look at Mary Burke. In her 25th season with the Bulldogs, she has registered more than 360 career victories.
And a great player in her own right. 1,600 plus points for the Providence College Friars. Pauly, she's in the Providence College Hall of Fame and the New England Basketball Hall of Fame.
And don't forget the 740 plus rebounds either. That is Palmer for 3. Tipped up, knocked out of bounds, and it looked like Warmack hit the floor hard. But she's okay, and half a smile as she gets up.
She's a warrior for Coach Sal. He talked about her being banged up, but she gives everything she's got. You can see the knee brace. Young lady really trying to play with a sense of urgency.
Redshirt senior after she came over from UNC Asheville. That's Rucker. Outside, top of the key shot doesn't fall for Leahy. And Klein on the follow has 6 points.
Yeah, and you got to give an assist to Rucker. She got a hand on that offensive rebound. Kept it alive just long enough for Klein to grab it. Good size out of Alex Klein.
Ravelli calls out the set play. The Colonials have a 1-point lead.
Man-to-man defense by the Bulldogs.
Adams leaves it for Madeley, back to Adams. Underneath, gorgeous pass, but Jones couldn't get the ball to fall.
That was a great look by Nia Adams.
Klein. And there, once again, is Warmack, and you talk about a tough one. I mean, come on, look at the brace on her knee. She is really going at it.
That's the big game. You know, Coach Sal, when we spoke to him, Paul, talked about the pressure on these young women, on these coaches. Another good look. Klein had an opportunity running the floor in a fast break situation. But he talked about the extra pressure on the young women and the coaches in the Northeast Conference. It's a one-bid league. So it's not a conference where, you know, you're going to send 2, 3, 4 teams to the NCAA tournament. So it really is a winner-take-all, and we're seeing that kind of attitude and energy here in this first half. By
the way, no foul called despite the contact on the floor. The possession arrow gave the ball to the Colonials. That's Smith. 8 seconds to shoot. This is Warmack. Nia Adams for 3.
That was against the zone defense. Bryant checked into his zone. Good patience out of the Colonials. He had great ball movement, a couple ball reversals. That's a good offensive sequence.
And it's an 18-14 Robert Morris lead.
Look at the physical play down low, trying to isolate Rucker against Adams in the low post area.
Kiki Palmer setting things up, loops it in for Klein, and she goes glass. Alex Klein off to a terrific start. She has 8 points.
And that's a good look by Palmer. She leads the NEC in assists. Good patience out of the Bulldog attack.
Klein already matching her season average at 8 a game. And a traveling violation on Lou Madeley.
Good look at Madeley. It's her first opportunity to start for the Colonials. She's going to get a break. Coach Sal talked about how much young lady appreciates the trust her team has in her. The coaching staff has shown in her the ability to come back after 2 ACLs.
Ivory Bailey around Stamolamprou, Klein the rebound and the putback.
Alex Klein, 6'1" junior. Coach Mary Burke said she was a strong candidate for the Northeast Conference Most Improved Player. Really a force in this semifinal game.
Rebelli too strong. Palmer rips it down. Leahy leads the field, knocked out of bounds, and the Bulldogs will maintain possession.
You know, you talked about tempo in the break. First quarter, slower pace game. We said advantage to Robert Morris. This second quarter, can you feel it, Paul? There's the set offense. Bryant loves to use their post players inside. A great job reading the screen and flashing to the basket. But the pace of the second quarter, definitely in the Bulldogs' favor. And anytime Brianna Rucker catches it that low, definitely advantage Bryant.
Her third field goal for 6, and Bryant retakes the lead, 20-18. 5:20 left in the first half.
Robert Morris offensively puts so much pressure on a defense with their threats from the three-point arc. That time, unforced error.
Nia Adams called for the travel. Colonials only turn the ball over 16 times a game, second fewest in the conference this year.
Yes, all those things. We'll talk about it as the game goes on. The importance of free throws, the importance of shot selection and hustle points, and certainly limiting unforced turnovers. When teams are so evenly matched, it all makes a difference.
Somebody may want to defend Alex Klein. She's got 12 points.
What an outstanding start for that young lady. Her mom's here all the way from Canada. Had a nice opportunity to talk with her before the game.
Takima Dashiell off the give and go from Stamolamprou. Ravelli in the left corner, 5 seconds to shoot. And the entry pass was knocked away by Leahy, but I believe she's going to get called for the foul.
Yeah, Leahy, anytime you jump over the back like that, Paul, that's an easy call for the official.
For Leahy, that is her first and the team's first foul of the second quarter. The Bryant Bulldogs have lit a fire under this crowd. They've got themselves a 4-point lead in the latter stages of the first half.
From the moment we get up to the moment we go to bed, science plays a role in our everyday lives. Bayer is an innovation company. We have 16,000 employees in the United States. Our whole mission is science for a better life. So that's why we have this whole program around that is helping people get engaged, excited about science.
Bayer has some incredible programs that have impacted education across the board. You know, everybody says, oh, kids don't like science. That's nonsense. Kids love science because it's discovering the world around you.
One of Bayer's core values is very much helping and being involved with the community. People who work for us go out, reach out, work in the community in our Making Science Make Sense program, helping kids understand the passion and the excitement of science, helping them educate, helping them learn more. It's part of what we do. Over the last 2 decades, we've reached 20,000 teachers and hundreds of thousands of students with the Bayer Making Science Make Sense program.
In fact, I believe the power of the work that Bayer has been doing going on 20 years is to bring to the forefront some of the issues we need to pay attention to. It is to develop the kinds of sort of really fundamental programs that help us change the way we teach science to do it more effectively and to bring other people into the program.
When I get a chance to go into the classroom and see a kid's face light up and to see them involved and just enthusiastic about what they're doing, I think it's priceless.
And that's what the Bayer Making Science Make Sense program is all about.
We'll save money with these remanufactured toners.
And make our documents streaky and blotchy. Original HP cartridges make our work look great, and I've saved by ordering the dual pack.
It doesn't matter if it's the real thing.
Would your girlfriend accept a fake engagement ring?
stuff remanufactured. It saved me a ton of money.
You're kidding me.
We clearly
should order the real thing from WB Mason, an HP preferred partner.
Who but WB Mason?
Now it's time for the Campus Spotlight, powered by Energy Home Solar. Robert Morris was one of the first 10 universities to be named a Center of Actuarial Experience by the Society of Actuaries for its actuarial science program. Currently, only 26 universities worldwide have earned this designation. With 4:30 left in the first half, Bryant leads Robert Morris 22-18 in this Northeast Conference semifinal, presented by Energy Home Solar. Paul Dottino and Pam Roker with you, and it is Colonials basketball. Leading scorers, Alex Klein has 12 for the Bulldogs, 5 for Megan Smith, 4 Robert Morris. Ball's knocked out of bounds, but the Colonials will reset.
Ravelli had a great look. She's got a nice mid-range pull-up game.
Ivory Bailey may have got poked in the eye. Pointing to her nose, but I think she's going to be okay.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mary Burke called her a, quote, big-time competitor, so you know that young lady is not coming out of this basketball game unless somebody makes her, Paul. She's going to want to be out there. You talked about her earning the all-conference honors, second team.
Smith traveled. Great defense by Maureen Leahy.
The second quarter, Leahy, one of those seniors. 5 seniors on the Bulldog. We'll talk about a couple seniors that are injured. They're all captains. Coach Burke talked about spreading that leadership out. It's a sense of urgency. There's no tomorrow for those seniors, and she's been so happy how they've stepped up to lead Bryant to this number 2 seed.
Rucker to the baseline, puts on the brakes. Klein has trouble with the ball momentarily, but under 10 seconds to shoot, they better hurry. Keeping Palmer way off. Rucker finishes.
She's got an uncanny knack, Paul, for just keeping her feet moving. She's a quick jumper, and once she gets the basketball, her reaction time to go right back up, it's almost unstoppable. She's been doing it her whole career.
8 points for Rucker, and Bryant has a 24-18 lead. That's Daschel for 3.
Now Rucker gave her the space to take the shot.
Only her 7th triple of the season, now 7 of 14 from downtown.
Throw the scouting report out the window.
Here's Bailey, who got hit in the nose moments ago. Drives fearlessly to the basket. Cannot convert, and Stamolamprou picks up the loose basketball.
Anna-Niki's been quiet. Ivory Bailey with the defensive assignment.
Stamolamprou hasn't scored. Not just quiet, how about silent? That's Ravelli. 10 seconds to shoot. And here's Stamolamprou. Megan Smith, 5 seconds to shoot. Takes it inside. Was that Klein or Leahy? Somebody got a piece on it, and it's out of bounds off of Robert Morris.
I think that's the senior Leahy. So important for
look at that bench over there, and I'll tell you what, the Bulldogs, without Donnie Anderson, without Tirsa Winder, this is a team that's won 4 of its last 5.
I want to talk about Tirsa Winder, senior guard, one of the best defensive players in the league. How about Paul? She's been out since February 8th, second leading scorer. She holds the all-time record for career 3 since Bryant's been Division I, and she went down with an injury February 8th. The Northeast Conference coaches still voted that young lady, Tirsa Winder, to the 3rd team all-conference. A great sign of respect for her. But it's one of the losses, along with Danny Anderson, that Coach Burke and her squad has had to absorb.
Bulldogs turn it over on a violation, but I want to talk about Winder and Anderson both having leg injuries, and sometimes, as they'll say, when a teammate goes down, the other folks have to pick up the slack, and really that's what Bryant has done the last couple of weeks of the season.
Well, credit Brianna Rucker for having the versatility to move out to the 3 position. We talked about Connors, the freshman, with that rebound, very timely, number 22, has really had to step in and play a key role in this top 8 rotation that Coach Burke uses.
Winder averaging 13 points on the season. 15 seconds to shoot, 1:40 left in the second quarter. Rucker gets it inside. Olander has trouble with it, picked up by Navarro. There's a Colonial down on the ground. Play continues. Hook shot doesn't go by Olander, and now officials stop play as Megan Smith hit the floor hard.
That was a collision. I did not see it, Paul. If the officials can't stop the play in that situation.
I think she's got the wind knocked out of her the way she's gasping for air, and she did grab her to her throat momentarily. You see Coach Charlie Buscaglia. He'll be taking over for Coach Sal when Coach Sal retires at the end of this season.
Yeah, it definitely looks like in the collision. Looks like Ivory Bailey's shoulder, certainly inadvertent contact. Hope that young lady can come back.
Good hand from the crowd for Megan Smith, a sophomore from Ontario, averaging 8 points and 6 rebounds a game.
She had an outstanding freshman year, was named to that all-rookie team, which I think you mentioned. Has done a great job defensively early in this basketball game.
In the other NEC semifinal with 6:12 to go in the first half, Sacred Heart leads St. Francis U 39-20. We got a good one here. Robert Morris down by 3 with 1:20 left in the first half. Stamolamprou, who has been held scoreless, averaging 14 points per ball game. We'll see if the Colonials can get her on track. This is Navarro off the drive. Air ball pulled in by Rucker.
Navarro had about 4 inches on Connors. Connors did a nice job forcing her outside the key, made that runner a little more difficult.
That's Olander. Knocked away. Good defense by Mulrain.
Yeah, good defense. Good non-call by the official that time. Olander never really had good control of the basketball.
15 to shoot for the Bulldogs. 49 seconds on the quarter clock. And I believe Coach Sal called for time, or did Mary Burke do it? Somebody called for time, didn't get the official word from the men in the stripes. He says it's a Colonial timeout with 49 seconds left in the second quarter. Alex Klein leading all scorers with 12 points for the Bulldogs. She has been simply outstanding.
Well, talk about her stepping into a major role. Her ability to put the ball on the floor, she's so long. Look how far she went with that dribble. She was pretty much a role player her first couple years. She has the ability to shoot from that 15-point range, or 15-foot range, but I like how she follows her shot. She stays in the play, and she can run the floor with the best of them. One of the best things Bryant does, Paul, they love that high-low look, that post-to-post player combination. Klein has never stopped moving in this basketball game. Robert Morris will talk about her at halftime trying to find a solution.
That's Rucker with the hook shot, doesn't go. Jones with the rebound.
It's been a pretty clean first half. Really no players in foul trouble.
Rucker, by the way, has been held to 8 points in this first half.
It's a low-scoring game, but a well-played game in this semifinal.
Chance of defense from this Bulldogs crowd. 10 seconds to shoot, 30 seconds on the game clock. Stamolamprou to the baseline. Tied up. Ball's knocked away, and Rucker comes away with it for the Bulldogs with 10 seconds left in the first half. Palmer into the forecourt. Olander. Bailey, gotta hurry. Fires the 3, and it doesn't go. We've got one half in the books with the Bryant Bulldogs leading the Robert Morris Colonials 24-21 in the Northeast Conference semifinals. Back with our halftime festivities. Do not go away.
Life in the Northeast Conference is about much more than wins and losses. In fact, it extends far beyond sports. It's about how we connect. Connecting with our campus community while serving our local community. Connecting our classroom inspiration with our career aspirations. In the Northeast Conference, we strive to make a difference, to be the difference. We are driven, determined, and focused. We know no boundaries, only connections. We are the Northeast Conference. Connect with us.
What if there was a university where you could get the best of both worlds, business and liberal arts? The Bryant education certainly prepares students to be successful in the global marketplace. They have the skills to succeed in business, as well as the communication skills and the analytical skills that really stem from a strong liberal arts background. Our students find that in the real world, their business administration minor serves them well and helps them be very successful in their chosen profession.
Nicaragua. We were there to bring nursing care to some desperate people.
At Robert Morris University, every student is expected to reach out to others.
That's where I met David and his trumpet, his most prized possession. I get back home and learn someone stole it. So next trip back, we gave him a new one. The look on his face said he'd never forget us.
Change someone's life. It changes yours forever. Robert Morris University.
Our halftime score here in Smithfield, Rhode Island in the Northeast Conference Women's Semifinals. Bryant 24 and Robert Morris 21. Last week, the conference announced the best of the best, the NEC Elite in women's basketball. Let's take a look.
It is time to recognize outstanding achievement from the 2015-16 Northeast Conference women's basketball season. We'll start on the all-rookie team. She was St. Francis Brooklyn's second leading scorer, Maria Pallarino. First amongst NEC leaders in assist-to-turnover ratio, Bryant's Kiara Palmer. St. Francis U's leading scorer, New Jersey's own Jess Kovach. Scoring double digits 4 times for Fairleigh Dickinson, Madeline Comley. She averaged 6.6 points per game, 1.6 three-pointers per outing, Kiana Patterson. Moving on to the All-NEC third team. 8th on the NEC scoring leaderboard, LIU Brooklyn's Shinovia Dove. Central Connecticut State's leading scorer at 10.9 points per game, Camden Musgrave. 10th in scoring, 11th in rebounding in her first season competing for Mount St. Mary's, Alexis Carter. She logged 12 points and 3.4 assists per game, Blackbirds veteran point guard Shanice Vaughn. The senior made 22 starts, contributing 13 points per game, Bryant's Tirso Winder. Let's take a look at the All-NEC second teamers. Second in field goal percentage, 4th in rebounding, it's Sacred Heart's Alyssa Tarsi. Robert Morris's leader in scoring at 13.4 points per outing, Anna-Niki Stamolamprou. She's money from the charity stripe, Fairleigh Dickinson senior Kelsey Cruz. A feared defender who ranks amongst the top 15 in the NEC in scoring, Bryant sophomore Ivory Bailey. The Red Flash freshman was top 6 amongst league leaders in scoring, St. Francis U rookie Jess Kovach. Now here's a look at the All-Northeast Conference first team. She's the team leader in points, rebounds, assists, and minutes played, St. Francis Brooklyn's multi-talented senior Leah Fetchko. She's top 5 amongst NEC leaders in scoring. Fairleigh Dickinson veteran center Erica Livermore returns to the first team. The NEC leader in rebounding and double-doubles, Bryant senior Brianna Rucker. The leading scorer in NCAA Division I, Wagner's Jasmine Nawaje is only the second woman in Northeast Conference history to hit the 50-point mark in a single game. for the NEC regular season champion Sacred Heart Pioneers, Hannah Kimmel ranks third amongst NEC leaders with 9 double-doubles. Under her leadership, the Sacred Heart Pioneers tied the second-best NEC record in program history. Congratulations, Jessica Minetti. She doubled her minutes and more than doubled her production. The NEC's most improved player, Alyssa Tarsi, 2.4 steals per game, second in the NEC. Rising to the occasion in her senior season, Leah Fetchko is the NEC Defensive Player of the Year. She's the leading freshman scorer in NCAA Division I. From the Garden State, St. Francis U's Jessica Kovac. She becomes the 4th woman in Sacred Heart history to own the NEC's top individual honor. Congratulations on a fine season, Hannah Kimmel. And they are the NEC Elite for the 2015-16 Northeast Conference women's basketball season.
Congratulations to all of our Northeast Conference selections. We're at halftime in the NEC Women's Semifinals, presented by Energy Home Solar. Bryant leads Robert Morris by 3. Back after this.
Celebrate the soggy shoes and the slow starts. Celebrate the lessons learned along the way. These are the wins. Not the shiny, nail-biting kind. These are the last a lifetime kind.
You're a Northeast Conference fan. You want the world to know it. And there's only one place for you to gear up. NEC.teamfanshop.com. You'll find an awesome selection of over 1,100 items, including polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. Decorate your home, your office, or even your car with the best selection of NEC team gear anywhere. You'll also find great customer service, 365-day hassle-free returns, and fast shipping. So show the world you're a Northeast Conference fan. Head to NEC.teamfanshop.com.
Hey, New York. I'm Bill Walton with NRG Home Solar. Are you tired of paying ridiculously high electricity bills every month? Well, now you can throw those bills down, way down. With NRG Home Solar, you can get solar on your home for $0 out of pocket with free installation, and NRG Home Solar takes care of all the maintenance. This is the biggest no-brainer in the history of the world. The future, sunshine, solar power. Let's go. Call us today or visit us online at nrghomesolar.com to see if you qualify.
Precise timing, accuracy, and power of elite student athletes will be on display. The sight, the sounds, the intensity of an NCAA championship. It all comes down to this moment, and the winner takes it all. Be there to share the experience with your family and friends. The 2016 National Collegiate Women's Bowling Championship, April 14th through the 16th at the Brunswick Zone Carolier in North Brunswick, New Jersey. Tickets are on sale now. Visit ncaa.com/tickets to secure your championship experience today.
Paul Dottino and Pam Roker back at halftime in the NEC semifinals, where Bryant leads Robert Morris 24-21. In the other semi, Sacred Heart holds a 46-40 lead over St. Francis U. That game also at the half. Now tonight's halftime stats are brought to you by Snyder's of Hanover. Discover the Principalities. Pam, what do you see?
Well, we got to talk about the points in the paint. Bryant Bulldogs dominant, and it's largely thanks to Alex Klein. 12 points in the first half for that junior on 5 for 7 shooting from the floor. She had a couple steals, couple rebounds, good all-around first half. Talk about second chance points as well, points off of turnovers. Other than that, statistically pretty close. We'll point to the three-point field goals. Robert Morris has made a three-point field goal in 98 consecutive games now, Paul.
No need to make some more. Back after this timeout.
Cheer for the stumbles. The he shoulda had that's. And the tears that linger. For in those moments, greatness lies. There, you will find the provoked, the determined, the unified. It's in those moments that champions are born.
We can save our company money by using these remanufactured toner cartridges.
Sir, these printed documents are sent to our customers. They're the lifeline of our business, and 1 out of 3 used cartridges fail.
So?
Would you trust your life with those odds?
We're fresh out of genuine parachutes. Here, use this remanufactured one.
On second thought.
Order the real thing from WB Mason, an HP preferred partner.
Who but WB Mason?
What if there was a university where you could get the best of both worlds, business and liberal arts? The Bryant education certainly prepares students to be successful in the global marketplace. They have the skills to succeed in business, as well as the communication skills and the analytical skills that really stem from a strong liberal arts background. Our students find that in the real world, their business administration minor serves them well and helps them be very successful in their chosen profession.
Nicaragua. We were there to bring nursing care to some desperate people.
At Robert Morris University, every student is expected to reach out to others.
That's where I met David and his trumpet, his most prized possession. I get back home and learn someone stole it. So next trip back, we gave him a new one. The look on his face said he'd never forget us.
Change someone's life. It changes yours forever. Robert Morris University.
We're at halftime with Bryant leading Robert Morris 24-21, and really it's been the Alex Klein show during the first half.
You know, talk about this young lady stepping up. 12 first half points. Bryant has struggled to shoot the ball from the floor as a team, only 31%. Not this young lady. Klein's been able to put the ball on the floor, able to shoot it from about 15. Doesn't make it, but fouls her own shot. She's been so active. She's a good target. Good fundamental offensive player. Great recognition, slipped the screen. She's got the ability to use the left and right hand ball. To talk about Mary Burke's halftime talk is 1 for 8 from behind the arc. Let's go with the hot hand. Let's get the ball to Alex Klein. A great pass by Leahy. Bryant loves that high low look. Featuring a lot of first half highlights for Bryant. That's because the great player Anna-Niki Stamolamprou held scoreless for the Colonials.
Averaging 14 points per game this season. We'll be back with the second half after these words. You're watching Northeast Conference basketball.
Precise timing, accuracy, and power of elite student athletes will be on display. The sight, the sounds, the intensity of an NCAA championship. It all comes down to this moment, and the winner takes it all. Be there to share the experience with your family and friends. The 2016 National Collegiate Women's Bowling Championship, April 14th through the 16th at the Brunswick Zone Carolier in North Brunswick, New Jersey. Tickets are on sale now. Visit ncaa.com/tickets to secure your championship experience today.
Hey New York, I'm Bill Walton with NRG Home Solar. Are you tired of paying ridiculously high electricity bills every month? Well, now you can throw those bills down, way down. With NRG Home Solar, you can get solar on your home for zero out of pocket with free installation, and NRG Home Solar takes care of all the maintenance. This is the biggest no-brainer in the history of the world. The future, sunshine, solar power. Let's go. Call us today or visit us online at nrghomesolar.com to see if you qualify.
Cheer for the stumbles. The he shoulda had that's. And the tears that linger. For in those moments, greatness lies. There, you will find the provoked, the determined, the unified. It's in those moments that champions are born.
Northeast Conference basketball is brought to you by Choice Hotels International, the official hotel partner of the NEC, and by Bear, Science for a Better Life, and by Energy Home Solar, renewable energy sponsor of the 2016 NEC basketball tournament. Paul Dottino and Pam Roker in Smithfield, Rhode Island. It's the NEC women's semifinals. Bryant has a 24-21 lead over Robert Morris. The Bulldogs of Bryant are in their home gold jerseys. A 3-point lead as they open with the possession.
Well, great news for the Colonials. Megan Smith back on the floor.
Rucker gets it to Alex Klein, and she picks up exactly where she left off, now with 14 points.
Yeah, Smith did a good job on Alex Klein in the low post. She just released, found an opening at the free throw line. Starts right where she left off, Paul, with the hot hand.
Stamolamprou, Madeline, Ravelli, Mulrain, and Smith for the Colonials. Klein, Bailey, Connors, Palmer, and Rucker for the Bulldogs. That's a nice shot.
Tell you what, they'll give Mulrain that shot. She was an NEC all-rookie. Coach Sal talks about her defensive presence in the post. That time showing a little offensive range.
Mulrain averaging 6.5 points per ball game. That's her first bucket. And it looked like Mary Burke wanted a foul, but they didn't get it.
A lot of contact. Good sportsmanship, though, by Anna-Niki Stamolamprou. Ivory Bailey, that's been a great matchup.
Under 9 minutes left in the third quarter. If you're joining us late, Robert Morris was up 13-12 after 1. Bryant with a 3-point lead at the half. That's Brianna Rucker for Olander. And now they kick it outside with under 10 to shoot. Ivory Bailey into the corner. 3 seconds to shoot. Bailey's got to hurry. To the baseline, to the basket, and doesn't get it. And a loose ball foul as Megan Smith hits the ground.
They're going to get Klein over the top. Bailey with good recognition to get the shot off.
Her second personal foul. And look at this Robert Morris Colonials band. They took the bus ride with Coach Sal Buscaglia 11 hours from Pittsburgh to make it to tonight's game.
Yeah, it's their spring break. The band and the cheerleaders on the bus. For those who know Coach Sal, he doesn't fly. I don't know what year out of the 38 he's been coaching he gave up getting on an airplane, but how about the band and cheerleaders showing their support, using their spring break to come and support their Colonials.
Stamolamprou now 0 of 3 from the field as she fails to get the roll. Back the other way. Shots knocked away by Mulrain. Check it, Stamolamprou 0 of 6, 0 of 5 in the first half. Opens up here in the second with a miss.
Wow, Palmer with such a great look to Rucker.
Olander. That's Klein, double team.
4 seconds.
Klein again. Turnaround doesn't go. It's tipped up and controlled by Megan Smith.
Wow, we're seeing some great defense. This is a low-scoring game.
Madeline thought about 3 and gets the roll for the 2.
With the soft touch, Madeline quiet in that first half. She can hit it from beyond the arc that time. A great up fake got Rucker out of position. Good move to the basket.
Natalie's second basket. She has 5, and it's a 1-point Bryant lead. Klein with 12 seconds to shoot.
No spacing on that series so far for the Bulldogs.
What will Palmer do? Looks for Klein. Gotta hurry. Throws it up and will draw the 2-shot foul. And it looks like Megan Smith had her foot stepped on.
Good look at Klein. How about the Colonials' defensive effort? Just surrounding Klein with the basketball. She steps through. Yeah, I think you're right. She got stepped on. Her leg got twisted a little bit.
And unfortunately for Smith, she picks up the foul. Klein to the free throw line. Now 3 of 3 from the stripe for 15 points. The junior from Ontario is a 77% free throw shooter. Has 16 points tonight. By the way, that is only 2 shy of her career high.
It's a great effort by her tonight. And free throw shooting, again, could be a factor, a big game like this. The Bulldogs, #1 in the NEC at 76%, Paul.
Up top, it's Megan Smith. Looking for help. Stamolamprou cuts to the basket, and her first points of the night coming up big time.
That's a great backdoor. Stamolamprou starting to get just a little frustrated. Ivory Bailey jumped that passing lane. Good teamwork with the backdoor cut.
That is Bailey for 3.
Ivory Bailey with her first basket.
The sophomore shoots threes at 33%. Stamolamprou for Madeley, and her triple goes down. She has 8.
Yeah, it looked like Stamolamprou traveled.
Klein with the lead pass, unable to corral, and the ball goes out of bounds. 31-30, Bryant by 1, and they will get a push on the Colonials.
Yeah,
it will be on Smith, her second.
Sorry, Paul, the pace has started to pick up. The Bulldogs, we talked about, they want to rebound and run. Klein runs the floor as well as any post player in the Northeast Conference.
Second team foul on the Colonials.
Oh, they missed Rucker inside. She had Madeley on the post up.
Off the new shot clock, the Bulldogs trying to call out a set.
This is some defense right now.
And an offensive foul.
Yeah, they got Kiki Palmer extending her hand. You just feel the Robert Morris Colonials picking up the intensity at the defensive end. We knew they were going to play with confidence coming in. Here's another look. It's a good call by the official.
For Palmer, her first and the team's second, and Megan's.
Nikki has such a great handle. Loves to set up a move.
Robert Morris by 1. Coming up on 5.5 left in the third quarter. And a whistle on the play as Klein tried to set up in the left block. That's going to be the third foul on Michaela Mulrain, and the team's third. She will take a seat, and back in is Leah Warmack.
Yeah, that's a factor. Mulrain, with her size, 6'3", is definitely a presence. She can alter shots. She's done a nice job on the defensive glass. Warmack's going to have to give Coach Sal and the Colonials some good time in this role.
Klein, too strong. Stamolamprou skies for the rebound.
Luke Madeley doing a great job on Rucker right now.
That's Smith for 3, way off. Off the foot of Palmer, but she makes the save. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Well, this is a good one, Paul. We shouldn't be surprised. 10 out of the 15 times these teams have met, the game's been decided by 6 points or less. We've got a 1-point contest. Just a great rivalry in NEC play.
The 3 from the left corner does not go. Olander follows her miss with her first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, Olander's been quiet.
Averaging 7 points per ball game. Bryant is on top by 1. Into the lane, Madeley.
How about that aggressiveness on the offensive end? Lou Madeley just finding a way to shred the defense.
And back and forth we go, knocked away by Warmack. Klein off the recovery, the bucket and the foul.
And they got Megan Smith on the call.
That's going to be her third personal. The team's fourth, and Alex Klein has tied her career high with 18 points that she scored against the Mount earlier this season. She will go to the line looking to complete the 3-point play. We'll take a break with the Bulldogs on top by 1.
We'll save money with these remanufactured toners.
And make our documents
Man, this is a good game.
cartridges make our work great.
Worthy of a playoff game.
Yeah. What do you do, brother?
Remanufactured. It saved me a ton of money.
You're kidding me.
We clearly
Should order the real thing from WB Mason, an HP preferred partner.
Who but WB Mason?
Celebrate the soggy shoes and the slow starts. Celebrate the lessons learned along the way. These are the wins. Not the shiny, nail-biting kind. These are the last a lifetime kind.
You're a Northeast Conference fan. You want the world to know it. And there's only one place for you to gear up. NEC.teamfanshop.com. You'll find an awesome selection of over 1,100 items, including polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. Decorate your home, your office, or even your car with the best selection of NEC team gear anywhere. You'll also find great customer service, 365-day hassle-free returns, and fast shipping. So show the world you're a Northeast Conference fan. Head to NEC.teamfanshop.com.
Hey, New York. I'm Bill Walton with NRG Home Solar. Are you tired of paying ridiculously high electricity bills every month? Well, now you can throw those bills down, way down. With NRG Home Solar, you can get solar on your home for zero out of pocket with free installation, and NRG Home Solar takes care of all the maintenance. This is the biggest no-brainer in the history of the world. The future, sunshine, solar power. Let's go. Call us today or visit us online at nrghomesolar.com to see if you qualify.
Precise timing, accuracy, and power of elite student athletes will be on display. The sights, the sounds, the intensity of an NCAA championship. It all comes down to this moment, and the winner takes it all. Be there to share the experience with your family and friends. The 2016 National Collegiate Women's Bowling Championship, April 14th through the 16th at the Brunswick Zone Carolier in North Brunswick, New Jersey. Tickets are on sale now. Visit ncaa.com/tickets to secure your championship experience today.
Sportsmanship. The program designed to enhance the awareness of sportsmanship both on campus and within the community. Respect is the name of the game. With 4:08 to play in the third quarter, Bryant leads Robert Morris 35-34 in the Northeast Conference semifinals presented by Energy Home Solar. Paul Dottino and Pam Roker with you. And as we come off of this timeout, Alex Klein is looking to complete a three-point play. It would give her 19 points and set a new career high.
Yeah, nice looking stroke from the free throw line.
She is 5 of 5 from the stripe.
And she's going to get a little blow with Haley Connors coming into the game. But I want to talk about the start to this third quarter by Lou Madeley for the Colonials. 7 points in 4 minutes, Paul. She's perfect from the floor, including 2 3-pointers. The senior, Coach Sal called her the bounce-back player of the year, being very aggressive offensively.
Stamolamprou in and out for 3. Tipped up and controlled by Ivory Bailey. And Bryant has a 2-point lead with the ball.
Yeah, good transition defense again.
Can't say enough about these two teams defensively. 2 of the top 4 defensive teams in the conference. They have worked hard tonight.
Very hard, and it's a different look defensively out of the Colonials. That's an impossible angle there by Ivory Bailey.
And Ravelli has the steal, and then is bumped by Kiki Palmer, who picks up her second foul.
Good look at Ashley Ravelli. Moved into that point guard position. Coach Sal talked about the confidence she's playing with, the confidence they have in her, giving her a lot of liberty to call plays, to run the show. Came in as a 2-guard and has really transitioned to that point guard position.
And Ravelli takes it to the basket, showing her scoring skills.
Definitely a scorer. You love it when a player can transition into a position where you really need them to play.
Rucker underneath is unstoppable.
It's unstoppable. And that angle, there is no angle on that. They just basically throw it to the rim. Rucker tries to push her defender a little bit high toward the free throw line. Creates just a little bit of space, Paul. She's got amazing hands.
Rucker has 10, and Bryant is on top by 2. That's Madeline for Stamolamprou, who's been held to 2 field goals for 4. 5 seconds for Madeline. Warmack off the fake, the spin, and the bucket.
You know, it's not bad defense, just a better move that time.
Tied at 38. Womack with 2 field goals for 4. Back and forth we go.
And Womack really taking charge of that defense. Good communication on that back line.
That is Bailey.
Ivory Bailey, she does it quietly, doesn't she? This lets the game come to her.
Her second basket for 5, averaging 11 points per ball game.
Watch Stamolamprou move without the basketball. Trying to circle, fade. She'll use the screen. If you chase her, she's gonna curl.
Ravelli needs some help with under 10 to shoot. Madeley for Womack. Tipped up by Jones. And Stamolamprou, the step back 3.
She's an emotional player. Sometimes it only takes one shot like that to get going. Needs 2 more threes to become the career leader. She's only a junior, Paul. Could be the career leader by the end of the game today.
Ivory Bailey with a strong power move. She has 7, and it's 42-41 Bryant.
Again, senior point guard against the freshman Palmer. 2 freshmen on the court right now for the Bulldogs.
Ravelli from the foul line goes glass.
That's a good take. Leahy just a little late.
Nearly turning it over. Ravelli with 7. 35 seconds to go in the third quarter. The clock continues to roll. 18 on the shot clock. Kiki Palmer leaves it for Rucker. The looping pass down low is knocked out of bounds by Womack, but we get a whistle on the play with 22.5 seconds to go in the third.
And Colonials, you have to give them credit. They're really making Brianna Rucker work to get the basketball. She's talking to Kiki Palmer right now.
Womack picks up her first and the team's 5th. And so Maureen Leahy goes to the free throw line. The first of 2 rattles out. She is only 2 of 6 from the line coming into this game. Not getting many opportunities. A senior out of Springfield, Pennsylvania.
Coach Burke talked about Leahy says she does all the intangibles. She brings positive energy. She was one of the leaders that really helped turn this team around after the slow start in non-conference play. Manages to get 1 to rattle in.
And the shot clock has been turned off. We are tied at 43 in the final moments of the third quarter. Janae Brown from Megan Smith. The triple falls.
That's good recognition. Again, Robert Moore, such great movement offensively.
Gotta hurry, 2 seconds to go. Palmer's NBA 3. And we have completed 3 quarters of the NEC semifinals, with the Robert Morris Colonials leading the Bryant Bulldogs 46-43 in what has been an outstanding ball game. Robert Morris trailed it by 3 at the half. Right now, they're on top by 3. Do not go away.
Bayer is an innovation company. We have 16,000 employees in the United States. Our whole mission is science for a better life. So that's why we have this whole program around that is helping people get engaged, excited about science.
Bayer has some incredible programs that have impacted education across the board. You know, everybody says, oh, kids don't like science. That's nonsense. Kids love science because it's discovering the world around you.
One of Bayer's core values is very much helping and being involved with the community. People who work for us go out, reach out, work in the community in our Making Science Make Sense program, helping kids understand the passion and the excitement of science, helping them educate, helping them learn more. It's part of what we do. Over the last 2 decades, we've reached 20,000 teachers and hundreds of thousands of students with the Bayer Making Science Make Sense program.
In fact, I believe the power of the work that Bayer has been doing going on 20 years is to bring to the forefront some of the issues we need to pay attention to. It is to develop the kinds of sort of really fundamental programs that help us change the way we teach science to do it more effectively and to bring other people into the program.
When I get a chance to go into the classroom and see a light up and to see them involved and just enthusiastic about what they're doing, I think it's priceless.
And that's what the Bayer Making Science Make Sense program is all about.
We can save our company money by using these remanufactured toner cartridges.
Sir, these printed documents are sent to our customers. They're the lifeline of our business, and 1 out of 3 used cartridges fail.
So?
Would you trust your life with those odds?
We're fresh out of genuine parachutes. Here, use this remanufactured one.
On second thought.
Order the real thing from WB Mason, an HP preferred partner.
Who but WB Mason?
For information on how you can receive a discount on your next stay at any Choice Hotel property nationwide, simply visit the NEC's website at northeastconference.org and click on the Corporate Partners link to learn more. Paul Dottino and Pam Roker in Smithfield, Rhode Island. We've got 1 quarter to go in the NEC semifinals, presented by Energy Home Solar. Robert Morris with a 46-43 lead over Bryant, and it's Robert Morris basketball. Alex Klein leading all scorers for the Bulldogs. She has 19. Lou Natalie has 10 for Robert Morris, and Anna-Niki Stamolamprou with that basket has 9, all coming in the second half.
Yeah, that was great set play coming out of the quarter, recognizing the overplay. Paul, this game has great atmosphere. It's got great semifinal action. There's been 9 lead changes. Going to be very important now that the Bulldogs can answer. You feel the momentum starting to shift. The Colonials really tough defensively. Look at the action in the 2-3 zone. Active hands. Again, Warmack doing a great job communicating on that back line. And Brianna Rucker just having to work for every touch.
Rucker guarded tightly by Megan Smith. Both of these teams are so physical.
You know,
3 seconds to shoot. Rucker from the corner doesn't get it. Rebounded by Navarro.
Yeah, that's how a zone defense should look. Everybody with their hands up, everybody bouncing, making passing lanes really tough. Bulldogs are going to have to find a rhythm.
One of the things that the Colonials do so well, they've got Navarro, who's like a point forward, how she can bring the ball into the forecourt and set up an offense.
And Connor's giving up 4, 5, 6 inches.
That's Stamolamprou. Pulls up. Open shot. Knocks it down before the buzzer.
Well, she's the emotional leader. They said, you know, we're not a star system. Anna-Niki has really sacrificed a lot of her scoring to be a balanced player. She's worked on leadership and defense, but you can feel it, Paul. She's starting to take this game over. How about the balance and the ability to stop on a dime and go straight up with the soft touch?
Ivory Bailey lost control, but with 10 seconds to shoot, the officials believe that it will be Bulldog basketball. Anna-Niki Stamolamprou says, are you sure? Are you sure it didn't go out off of them? But the officials are not buying it.
Anna-Niki, such a tough matchup in a one-on-one situation. We'll have to see if Coach Burke changes to a zone defense to try to give Ivory Bailey a little bit of help.
Underneath, Klein. The rebound to Navarro.
Much better job on the defensive glass by the Colonials, limiting the Bulldogs to 1 shot. Anna-Niki moves to the point with Ravelli out of the game.
Stamolamprou now 5 of 12 from the field. Remember, she missed her first 5 shots, Pam. underneath Warmack. Lost control. And then the foul as Connors tries to lead the break for the Bulldogs. With 7:46 to go. And the Bulldogs trailing by 7.
Yeah, Connors is tough, really scrappy. Coach Burke and her staff knew that when they recruited her. She's a shooter. She's a three-point specialist, but she's really doing a little bit of everything right now.
Stamolamprou picking up her second personal, first team foul on either team in the fourth quarter. Klein with the reverse layup. That's as pretty a move as you're ever going to see. She has 21 points, and Bryant calls for time.
Yeah, they needed that basket. Alex Klein has been there all day for the Bulldogs. That's a big hoop. Just when you're starting to feel that the Colonials are starting to pull away.
We've got 7.5 to go. Robert Morris is on top by 5. We've got a good finish ahead, so don't go away.
Life in the Northeast Conference is about much more than wins and losses. In fact, it extends far beyond sports. It's about how we connect. Connecting with our campus community while serving our local community. Connecting our classroom inspiration with our career aspirations. In the Northeast Conference, we strive to make a difference, to be the difference. We are driven, determined, and focused. We know no boundaries, only connections. We are the Northeast Conference. Connect with us.
What if there was a university where you could get the best of both worlds, business and liberal arts? The Bryant education certainly prepares students to be successful in the global marketplace. They have the skills to succeed in business, as well as the communication skills and the analytical skills that really stem from a strong liberal arts background. Our students find that in the real world, their business administration minor serves them well and helps them be very successful in their chosen profession.
Nicaragua. We were there to bring nursing care to some desperate people.
At Robert Morris University, every student is expected to reach out to others.
That's where I met David and his trumpet, his most prized possession. I get back home and learn someone stole it. So next trip back, we gave him a new one. The look on his face said he'd never forget us.
Change someone's life. It changes yours forever. Robert Morris University.
Today's Provident Bank Northeast Conference Scholar athletes are Robert Morris's April Kravoniak, a track and field athlete with a 3.99 GPA and a two-time member of the NEC Commissioner's Honor Roll, and Deb McGallis, a senior on the Bryant volleyball team. She's got a GPA of 3.9 and is a member of the Commissioner's Honor Roll. Congratulations to today's Scholar athletes, brought to you by Provident Bank, commitment you can count on. With 7:30 to play, the Robert Morris Colonials with a 50-45 lead over the Bryant Bulldogs. Ashley Ravelli adds to it with a triple.
Wow, total defensive miscue coming out of the timeout. Ashley Ravelli, outstanding from beyond the arc. Good job.
10. And there's the steal. Stamolamprou all the way to the basket.
Anna-Niki, you can just feel it, that emotion. Ravelli also responsible for the steal. She stepped in front of Connors. Connors got out of balance through the turnover. Anna-Niki with the finish. There's another look. Connors out of control, but Anna-Niki Stamolamprou on the run. She knows what to do with the ball in the full court.
Robert Morris leads it by 10.
Life in the Northeast Conference is about much more than wins and losses. In fact, it extends far beyond sports. It's about how we connect. Connecting with our campus community while serving our local community. Connecting our classroom inspiration with our career aspirations. In the Northeast Conference, we strive to make a difference, to be the difference. We are driven, determined, and focused. We know no boundaries, only connections. We are the Northeast Conference. Connect with us.
And let's take a look at tonight's WB Mason delivery of the game, Pat.
How about Megan Smith? 8 points for the Colonials. That time dishing one of her 3 assists. Stamolamprou on the backdoor cut. Young players that are watching, the way to set up that cut, fake out real hard, defense overplays, make a good strong cut, trust your teammate. Megan Smith with the great delivery. She's having a nice all-around game, Paul. Talk about Megan Smith also taking a pounding physically. She's a tough young lady. Having a nice game for Robert Morris tonight.
WB Mason Office Furniture and Supplies. You can't go wrong when you buy right at WB Mason. Can't say enough for Alex Klein, who has 21 points for the Bulldogs. 12 came in the first half. And on the other side for the Colonials, they have come roaring back here. Anna-Niki Stamolamprou, a second-team All-NEC selection, a junior out of Greece. Averaged 14 a game, 9th in the conference, leading the Colonial scorers this year. All 13 of her points have come after the halftime break. She was stone cold in the first half, Pam. Could not buy a basket, was 0 for 5. And boy, she has really come on strong.
Yeah, that young lady's a tough competitor. She really stuck with it and continued to do the other things Coach Sal was referring to, playing the good defense, taking care of the basketball, and she let the game come to her. Anna-Niki Stamolamprou also playing, I think, with a little bit of a chip on her shoulder. First team all-conference selection as a sophomore because of the balance. And talking with Coach Biscaglia, he talked about, hey, we're a balanced team. We play 11 people night in and night out. We're not a star system. As you mentioned, Anna-Niki's numbers at 14 points a game, but not enough to get it on that first team. I think she's trying to prove something tonight.
It is a 10-point Robert Morris lead with 7:05 to go. It is Bulldogs basketball. Mulring and Smith have 3 fouls apiece for the Colonials. No one else on either side has more than 2.
Yeah, the Bulldogs have to find a way to get Brianna Rucker involved in this fourth quarter.
That's Klein against the double team. Trapped in the corner. And the possession arrow favors the Bulldogs. Brianna Rucker, averaging 16 a game this year, 6th in the NEC, has 10 points tonight. 8 came in the first half.
And 12 seconds on the shot clock. Man-to-man defense.
Palmer gets it in for Rucker. Behind the arc. Palmer's 3 is too strong, but the putback, no! Ivory Bailey unable to convert. And Stamolamprou calls out the set play.
Yeah, Bailey crashes the board. She's a good offensive rebounder from the guard position.
Chance of defense from the Bulldog faithful. Ravelli thought about the 3. Megan Smith off glass.
She's so strong. Went with the left hand. Tell you what, Robert Morris clicking offensively. They are moving the basketball really in a great rhythm, executing their offense.
12-point advantage, our largest for either team tonight. But Alex Klein quickly reduces it to 10.
They're going to need some stops, though. Just under 6 minutes in this fourth quarter. Great intensity.
23 for Klein.
Bryant stays in the man-to-man defense.
Stamolamprou. That's Ravelli. Fearless.
Well, it's a great take, and they extend you so far. 4 3-point shooters on the court right now. That really opens up some space, Paul, in the paint for that kind of penetration.
Ravelli with 12, 9 coming in the second half.
Yeah, one of the best mid-range games in the league.
Bailey gets position and knocks down the deuce.
Once again, the Bulldogs can't be satisfied with trading baskets.
She has 9, and it's 59-49 Colonials. Under 5 minutes to go. Ravelli for Mulrain. And here's Stamolamprou. Around Bailey. Rebounded by Rucker.
Good transition defense.
Palmer kicks it into the left corner. The 3 doesn't go for Connors. But there's Bailey with a bucket.
I'll tell you what, Bailey just out-jumped Ravelli for that rebound. Great job crashing from the weak side board. That's a momentum play. Got this crowd involved. Let's give a hand and a shout out to the Bryant student athletes that have come out to support their team. She jumps over Ravelli, no foul. It's a big play, a chance for a traditional three-point play.
Ravelli picks up her second. That's the team's second. And Ivory Bailey, an 83% free throw shooter, 7th in the NEC, but it's around the rim and out. So she holds at 11. All of those points coming in the second half, and it's an 8-point Bryant deficit. Ravelli with a nice dribbling exhibition. Down low, Mulrain can't do anything with it. Klein blocked her. Rucker was underneath, and then there's a foul. It's going to be on Klein. That's her third, and the team's first that was in the act of shooting. And it'll be 2 free throws for Michaela Mulrain.
First block was clean. That's a good dish by Ravelli. The official called the foul. Anytime you come down like that, Paul, the official typically makes that foul call.
Robert Morris wants time. Mulrain hits the first of 2. She's got 3 tonight. The sophomore out of Ontario averaging 6.5 points per ball game and a 63% free throw shooter. The Colonials last were in the finals in 2014 and they won it. Or were they last year?
Last year.
Correct.
St. Francis, Brooklyn. Let's remember
the Terriers
that.
upset them.
Terriers upset. That's right. For the first ever trip for St. Francis, Brooklyn, they earned their ticket to the dance, played the Yukon Huskies, but it was a big upset. Robert Morris hosting that championship game. We know how successful they are on their home court.
Yeah, Robert Morris, with their last win was in 2014. And the Bulldogs, 7 years in the NEC, have yet to go to an NEC final. Mulrain back to the line, misses the second, and the rebound by Klein. Now, why do you suppose Coach Sal called for time? It may have thrown off his free throw shooter. Rucker with a quick deuce.
And looking for a little extended full court pressure. Coach Sal may have just wanted to do a game reset.
12 for Rucker, and it's 60-53 Colonials. 3:50 to go.
Bryant stays in the man-to-man defense. Watch Stamolamprou.
Rejected from behind by Ivory Bailey.
Ivory Bailey, you're right, Paul. Good block from behind, but Stamolamprou, they're trying to isolate her in a one-on-one situation. They bring all the other offensive players up. Free throw line extended makes it really difficult for help side defense to get in position.
The new shot clock. No, actually, they keep the shot clock where it was. 5 to shoot. Stamolamprou gets the pick, fires the 3, and hits at the buzzer.
You got to step out. Ivory Bailey got crushed on that screen.
That is Palmer. Klein, and she is fouled. But let's go back to that three-pointer as Stamolamprou saves the possession by hitting a long 3.
Well, she's got the international experience. She's had the ball in her hands her entire 3-year career for the Colonials. She's a gamer. The bigger the game, the better. She's going to want the ball in her hands down the stretch. She's got such a flair, Paul. So creative with the basketball. Such a great shot. Such great rotation on the ball. Gets that soft touch.
And I will take it back. They call it only a 2. Her Joe was on the line, so she has 15, and it is 62-53. Robert Morris. And the officials are checking with the Colonials, who apparently wanted a substitution.
Yeah, Ivory Bailey must have a little blood. Looks like they're bandaging her up. Klein needs to hit these two for the Bulldog fans. Look for Bryant to think about some full court pressure. Time is starting to run out. They're going to need some stops. Easier said than done, though, when you got Anna-Niki Stamolamprou coming alive on the offensive end.
This is Alex Klein, who has 24 points. She will get one more. Every point adds to her career high. 25 for Alex Klein. But it's 62-55, Robert Morris.
Little extended pressure. Navarro.
3:10 to play. This is Stamolamprou. Ravelli poked away from behind. She recovers. Mulrain, the bucket, and the foul.
Veteran players, Paul. Looked like Ravelli was in trouble. She got stopped. She got caught. The ability to almost tap the ball to Mulrain. The confidence Stamolamprou and Ravelli are showing right now for Coach Sal. You talked about associate head coach Charlie Biscaglia. They've both been there 13 years.
Navarro with the rebound. By the way, second team foul on Bryant. Connors picked up her second.
Colonial staff going to be very proud of this effort if this holds the last 2 minutes, 45 seconds.
Coach Sal wants him to spread the floor with 2:40 to play. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Navarro outside the arc. And the foul. Looks like it may go on Haley Connors, and it does. Her third and the team's third. So a new 30 for the Colonials, and that is dangerous as the clock runs short on the Bulldogs.
So many weapons, so much depth. Saw Lou Madeley, she's been on the bench this fourth quarter, but she was such a key contributor in the third.
Navarro triggers it in to Ravelli. The point guard is picked up by Palmer and hands to Stamolamprou. That's been a great matchup between her and Bailey. But Stamolamprou has 15 points all in the second half. And she attacks the rim once again.
That's a great job. Then you use the basket as another defender.
Lead pass is deflected out of bounds by Mulrain. Outstanding hustle on defense.
Outstanding hustle. Klein running the floor. Mulrain full extension to get a hand. No easy baskets for the Bulldogs. Coach Sal had identified transition D, stopping those runouts, as one of the keys to this basketball game.
Foul looks like it's going to be on Megan Smith. That is her fourth and the team's fourth. But quite frankly, Pam, the intensity, the poise, the energy, the discipline, the Colonials look like a team that has been in this position before. Rucker trying to grab the rebound, loose ball, and then Bailey is fouled, and she will go to the line for two.
Well, that's a way to get back in this basketball game. 2 minutes, 6 seconds. If you can get to the free throw line and score with the clock off, that's really going to help the Bulldogs attack.
Ravelli picks up her third and the team's fifth. Bailey 0 of 1 from the line tonight at 83% on the season, 7th in the NEC. She has 11 points, all coming in the second half. Make it 12. And Robert Morris wants time with 2:06 to play. And the Colonials are on top 66-56. Our leading scorers for Robert Morris: Stamolamprou with 17, Ravelli with 12, Madeley and Smith with 10 apiece. For the Bryant Bulldogs, Klein has 25, Bailey and Rucker have 12 apiece. Folks, NEC Front Row is the official online digital network of the NEC with live HD webcasts, highlight packages, and full game archives. The state-of-the-art site is your one-stop shop for everything NEC. Best of all, NEC Front Row content is free. Whether at home or viewing on your mobile device, enjoy the best seat in the house at NECFrontRow.com. Now on Sunday at 3 o'clock on ESPNU, we will have the NEC Championship game. Pam, you'll be part of the pregame and postgame shows on NEC Front Row. Ivory Bailey at the stripe for one free throw.
Full court pressure.
She has 13. It's a 9-point Colonials lead. Stamolamprou for Ravelli. Into the forecourt for Megan Smith, and they'll slow it down.
Yeah, Robert Morris, really difficult to press. So many ball handlers on the court with Stamolamprou, Ravelli, Navarro.
Stamolamprou. Mulrain, 10 seconds to shoot, 1:45 on the game clock.
Yeah, I can see Ravelli, look, they're intent on using the entire 30.
Ravelli with the crossover, the fadeaway.
That's just veteran leadership. Coach Sal said we trust her.
14 for Ravelli, and it's an 11-point game. Klein is rejected by Mulrain down low. In the right corner, the three doesn't go for Bailey, and the Colonials, with an 11-point lead, have the ball. 75 seconds to play.
If Bryant doesn't foul, the Colonials are just going to use the clock.
And there's Kiki Palmer with her third and the team's fourth with 1:06 left. And the veterans, especially Ashley Ravelli, have been terrific. Lou Madeley, outstanding, but Anna-Niki Stamolamprou, with 17 points coming in the second half, has been simply sensational. New shot clock for Robin Morris. Only 14 fouls, and there is the fifth, as it's given by Ivory Bailey. Picks up her second. And finally, we will see the Colonials go to the line with 1:05 to go.
Yeah, Coach Mary Burke and her staff going to be so disappointed. We have to give them credit. Back-to-back seasons in NEC play, Paul. Records of 14 wins, 4 losses. The Bulldogs with a record-setting start to this season in NEC play, a perfect 10-0. Coach Burke talked about the stumbles. They've had the injuries. This team really showed a lot of resilience. She complimented Brianna Rucker in terms of young lady coming in with the humongous expectations, to use her word, and having just an outstanding year. But too much Robert Morris today, too much depth, too much defense. And then you talk about Anna-Niki Stamolamprou and Ravelli really taking over the second half.
Stamolamprou with 19 points. We've got 1 minute to play, and Robert Morris is on top by 13. Bailey is short, saves the rebound. Loose ball, knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Rucker. And Robert Morris takes over again with 53.6 seconds to play. Ravelli off the double team for Stamolamprou. Adams into the forecourt. And they'll spread things around.
Yeah, Coach Burke not going to foul in this situation now. 13-point lead. What a great semifinal game. Northeast Conference women's basketball. This young rivalry, we talked about how close it's been.
Stamolamprou, the straight-on three. Rebounded by Adams. And with 25 seconds to go, we've got a foul. It's on Palmer, her fourth.
Coach Sal going to have one more game, Paul.
Indeed he will, before he hangs things up.
At least one more.
Over 700 career wins, 38 years of coaching, 13 here at Robert Morris, and he is staring at his third consecutive NEC championship game.
Yeah, Coach Sal became the all-time winningest coach at Robert Morris on January 2nd. He passed Dan Swagla.
Adams has 4 points. Sal has won 3 NEC titles in his 13 years. 5 points for Nia Adams. Stamolamprou will head to the bench with 19 points, all coming in the second half, and look at her. She is excited. 23.7 seconds away from going to the NEC championship game.
Well, and there's a great hand for Brianna Rucker. This senior going to be so emotional. All-time leading scorer.
Over 1,300 career points, over 1,000 career rebounds, one of the all-time greats. Rucker checks out tonight with 12. Palmer's three doesn't go. Off glass, Klein doesn't get it, and then